What is up, guys? JohnnyTsunami01 here with another FIFA 17 tutorial. This one's going to be focusing on the corner kicks in FIFA 17. They are much improved this year. There's some new tactics, some new controls that I'm going to be talking about, and I'm also going to be talking about the best corner tactic to use to score a bunch of corner goals. Guys, as always, make sure to check out all my previous tutorials. Got tutorials on basically everything in FIFA 17, including attacking, defending, passing, you name it, I got it. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future ones. Like I said, guys, corner kicks much improved in this version of FIFA, but you can still do the regular style of corner, just crossing the ball in by pressing the lob button, which is the X button on Xbox, or the square button on PlayStation. Cross it in, apply a good amount of power, and find somebody in the middle of the box to head it in. Because headers are so much improved this year, a lot of times these goals will go in. Very, very simple to do. But like I said, guys, there are some new tactics, some new controls that could really help you guys out and really change up the corner tactics for your game. The first new addition is that there is now a target that you can turn on or off by pressing up on the D-pad. This just basically shows you the direction of where you're going to kick the ball in. Obviously, depending on the amount of power, it might be exactly at that spot, or it might be a little bit behind that, or a little bit in front of that. You can also now switch to the receiver by pressing the LB button on Xbox or the L1 button on PlayStation, and this will allow you to control them. But very important, guys, you press that LB button, you press that L1 button, you're still not going to be able to move him around. You're not going to be able to move him around. You're going to see that you're still moving that target. You're not moving the player. In order to move the player, guys, you have to start applying the power for the cross. So if you're going to do a lob pass, press that X button on Xbox or the square button on PlayStation. Or if you're going to do the regular pass, press the A button on Xbox or the X button on PlayStation. And that is the pass you're going to do to the receiver that you're controlling. And this you have to press before you can even move the receiver. Very, very important. So if you want to cross it into the middle of the pitch where the receiver is going to be, that's pretty far away. So you want to apply around 1.5 to 2 bars of power with the lob pass. After you do this, then you're able to completely move with the receiver. You're able to move him wherever you want. You have complete freedom to move him exactly where you want. Keep in mind, though, you already applied the power for the pass. So if you applied a lot of power, you might want to move that receiver back a little bit farther away from the goal in order to receive the actual pass. If you apply very little amount of power or did just a regular pass, move the receiver much closer to the person that is actually crossing the ball in. Then when you feel comfortable with the positioning of your receiver, you can press the X button again, which is on Xbox, or the square button on PlayStation. And there you go. As you see here, it actually does exactly what I want. You see the amount of power I did? That was based on the original before I could even move my receiver. That is the amount of power. And then the point was I had to move my receiver into that position. Here you're seeing another example. This time I'm just going to do a regular pass. So here I'm moving around the target. Then I decide to switch up my receivers. You can keep pressing it until you feel that you picked the right person. Now I'm applying power. There you see I applied very, very little power and I did a regular pass. So it does not need to be very, very powerful. But it's very important now, I have to move Messi really close to my player so he can receive the ball. And that's exactly what I did. And he makes a beautiful little skill run to get near goal into a scoring position and score the goal. So very, very important. You can really, really take advantage of this. Do a lot of different tactics. Really get your players exactly where you want them to be, where you think the cross is going to be, and they'll be in perfect position to score a lot of goals. Even with this new corner tactic and new corner controls, the best corner tactic is still to call over a second player. In order to get the most out of this, press the LT or the L2 button if you're on PlayStation a few times even before you see the corner setup. So as soon as you see the ball is going out, spam it a few times, press it a few times, and that way as soon as you see the corner set piece, the second player will be right next to the person that's going to cross it in, and you have a lot of space between him and the closest defender. So you just want to do a regular pass the ball to him, and then do a skill run, guys. So effective once again in FIFA 17. I still find it to be the best way to score corners, even though headers are extremely good in FIFA 17 for right now. I still think this is the best way, especially if you're a good skiller. If you're more of a header, then of course take the regular headers. You'll score a lot of goals that way. But if you are a good skiller or have some good wing play, if you've seen my skill move tutorials, I have a lot of good ones for these type of moves for the wing play. The great part about this also is that if they're backing off a little bit and skill moves aren't going to work as well because they're expecting you to do this, you can cross it in. Get really close, get close to the goal and cross it in and do the header. And since you're closer to the person that you're going to cross to, it's a much easier cross and head. Very, very simple if you get really close. So you can do a couple skill moves. You see he's backing off a little bit, just cross it in. And the great part about doing these skill moves and doing all these dribbling moves and really catching your opponent by surprise, a lot of the times, guys, it's going to lead to fouls and penalties, and you're going to be in great position to score a goal in FIFA 17. So I definitely recommend this type of corner tactic as the best corner tactic in FIFA 17. But that is it, guys. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. If you did, please leave a like, comment, share with all your friends. Guys, click on one of these boxes to check out some of my other series. On the top left, you can see all my different tutorials. Top right, you can see all my different top 5 videos, like my top 5 skill moves in FIFA 17. Bottom left, Ultimate Team videos, and bottom right, formation guides, which will teach you how to play with each formation in FIFA 17. And then in the middle, 2 subscribes for future tutorials.